The frigid wind sliced through the ruins of Outpost Vega 9, whistling like a dying machine through broken metal. Somewhere beneath the collapsed observation dome, a figure stirred. Slowly, painfully, like something trying to remember how to be alive. Saria blinked, her ocular lenses flickering as she reinitialized visual systems. Her internal diagnostics flared red. Core temperature plummeting, hydraulic fluid thickening, energy reserves depleted. A short circuit had fried her emergency heating unit. Her race, the Virellans, were biomechanical, capable of surviving extreme climates. But this storm, this cursed frozen wasteland of a planet, Harkon Delta, was different. She had minutes left. Mission status. She whispered, her breath forming ice crystals on her lips. But the AI didn't respond, just static and a blinking warning. Critical failure. System shutdown imminent. Saria slumped against a broken strut. Her long, crystalline fingers trembled as she reached for her beacon, but it was crushed during the crash. She was a scout, sent ahead of the Virellan fleet to survey this world. The humans had abandoned it decades ago, leaving behind only derelict stations and silence. Or so the intelligence said. Snow drifted over her, threatening to bury her completely. Then footsteps, heavy, deliberate, not Virellan. She turned her head slowly, expecting to hallucinate, but there he was. Human. Tall, rugged, wrapped in scavenged thermal armor patched together with plastic and steel mesh. His breath steamed as he approached, his rifle lowered, though his eyes remained wary. "Well, I'll be damned," he muttered, kneeling. "You're not a drone." Saria couldn't move, couldn't speak. Her consciousness flickered like a candle in a blizzard. But the human didn't run. He looked around quickly, then muttered, "Hang in there." Then he scooped her into his arms. She barely registered the motion, just heat, warmth, surging through the contact points where his skin touched her outer plating. He was like a furnace in this cold tomb. "Base isn't far," he said more to himself than her. "Let's hope your friends aren't tracking you." He carried her through the ruins, weaving through twisted wreckage and knee-deep snow until he reached a camouflaged bunker embedded in the ice. A biometric scanner flashed green at his touch, and the thick metal doors slid open with a grinding groan. Warmth hit her like a shockwave. Her system sparked, flickered, then stabilized slightly. The man lowered her gently onto a padded bench beside a heat emitter, then removed his gloves and began inspecting her arm. Saria's optics refocused slowly. Her voice, now marginally operational, rasped, "Why help me?" The human glanced up. "Because you were dying." He stared. "Enemy," he snorted. "Maybe. But I don't kill things that can't fight back. And you looked more lost than hostile." She processed this. Virellans had studied humans extensively before the long journey across the stars, yet nothing in the data matched the complexity she saw in his face. Rough, scarred, but kind. He stood, grabbing supplies from a storage locker. "Name's Cole," he said. "Cole Maddox." "You." She hesitated. Then, "Saria. Scout 7 of the Virellan Advance Fleet." "Fancy title," Cole said. "Well, Scout 7, you picked one hell of a place to crash." He set to work. Over the next hour, he repaired 2 of her primary power lines with salvaged circuit mesh, rerouted her failing coolant pathways, and installed a temporary external heating loop, a crude but effective system to keep her internal gel from freezing. She watched him the whole time. "Why are you here?" she asked. Cole paused, wiping grease from his hands. "Didn't get the memo. Earth cut funding to Harkon Delta decades ago. Pulled everyone out. But not me." He looked at her, then away. "I was on a recon op when they pulled out. Ship got hit. Stranded me. No rescue. After a few months, I stopped hoping. You've been alone, all this time. 16 years. The silence that followed was thick, heavier than the storm outside. But I made it, he said finally, trying to sound light. Found this bunker. Fixed it up. Got hydroponics, recyclers, heat. Enough to survive. Saria's expression didn't change, but her voice softened. You saved me. You could have left me there. He looked at her again, and something flickered in his eyes. Curiosity, recognition. I saw someone like you once. A long time ago. During a skirmish near Europa. Thought you were all machines. But you're not, are you? No, she said. We are born, not built. Our exoskeletons grow like coral. Our minds evolve. Machines assist. But we are alive. Cole sat beside her. Guess I owe you an apology for the Europa raid then. She tilted her head. Were you one of the pilots? Yeah, he admitted. I shot down 3 Varellan interceptors. Saria stared for a moment, then nodded slowly. Then, we are even. He chuckled. That's generous. Days passed. Then a week. Saria's systems continued to heal. Her fingers regained dexterity. Her internal systems rebalanced. She helped Cole repair broken water lines, recalibrate the solar collector arrays, and even assisted with hydroponic growth cycles. They talked. Long conversations that started as tactical analysis and evolved into personal stories. Her upbringing in the Varellan knowledge pools. His lost family back on Earth. She told him of the Varellan desire to find a new home after their star dimmed. He told her about how humans abandoned too many homes to ever feel settled again. And somewhere amid those talks, a strange thing began to grow, something uncharted. On the 12th night, during a storm that howled like demons outside the bunker, Cole found her standing near the observation window. Storm's rough tonight, he said. Yes, she said. But I feel warm. Cole raised an eyebrow. She turned to him. Not just physically. Internally. Since you found me. It is unusual. He walked closer. Yeah. I've been feeling something like that too. Her voice was barely audible. Is this human affection? He laughed softly but not mockingly. Might be. She stepped closer. Among Varellans, such bonds are rare. We are logic-bound. I find myself waiting to hear your voice each morning. Watching the way you fix things. Listening when you speak of Earth. I feel connected. Cole looked at her with something like wonder. You and me, we shouldn't work. 2 sides of a war, 2 different kinds of life. But here we are. Outside, the storm intensified, rattling the metal walls like an angry beast. Inside, Saria reached out, her crystalline hand trembling slightly, and touched his arm. He took her hand gently, and in that contact something changed. But peace, as ever, is fragile. 2 weeks later, the sky above Harkon Delta cracked open with fire. Saria saw it first, a pulse signature on her reactivated sensors. The fleet, she whispered. They've arrived. They're coming for me. Cole's jaw clenched. They'll bomb the ruins. Sweep the outpost. If they find me, they will kill you, she said. You are human. An enemy. And you. I am one of them. The silence that followed was like a vacuum. Saria paced. I can send a signal. Tell them I am unharmed. That I found no life here. That the planet is dead. Cole shook his head. Won't they scan for biosigns? I can mask yours. I know how their sensors operate. Can protect you. If you trust me. He looked at her long and hard, then nodded. I do.